Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Burn here, and this is going to be part one to my very small but very helpful series, Battlefield 3 tips and tricks. And this should really help you guys because I've been playing Battlefield since 1942, and I was like, what, I don't know, 5 years old when I first tried it, and it just stuck with me. So basically, this is just infantry right here. This is the infantry tips and tricks, and the second part will be vehicles. And basically with infantry, what I wanted to talk about was classes, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, how to get out of situations. So basically what I want to start with is the class I'm using right now, my favorite class ever, my favorite gun ever, support class with the saw. And basically what you want to do with the saw is you just want to shoot at people. It does, despite what people say, it does matter if you hit them. You want to try and hit them. You don't want to just spray. You want to shoot at them with the intent to hit them, and that makes them stay down and be suppressed. And it also creates that suppression factor on the screen, blur, if you've seen that. If the bullets are closer to them, instead of just shooting at the cover, making yourself a target for snipers, because they will call you out, no issue. So basically what you want on this class is an ACOG sight, works very well. A grip, depending on what you want to do. What I do is I run around with it, and then I'm not very stationary with this gun, so I like to use a grip because it really steadies the shooting when I'm standing up. Or if you're playing more of a defensive role, you probably want to use the bipod, because then you will have basically no recoil and you can plan it on stuff. But the issue with that is it leaves you open to snipers, because you got to fold it up, you got to fold it out, you get up. So just depends on what you're playing. Basically, stay behind cover with this class, stay down. You're a huge target for snipers. The other class I want to talk about is the assault class. The assault class is basically just basic infantry, charge in, Delta Force style, move in, clear the room. And what I like to use with this class is the M16A3 with an ACOG and a heavy barrel. And that really lets me move around a lot. And I'll also put sometimes, instead of a heavy barrel, grip on there, because it does kind of kick. So basically what you want to do here is, because you are the front lines infantry, is get up in front, keep on the ground. What I like to do if I'm playing assault is I like to hang around the machine gunners and give them support, because they're being shot at too a lot. So snipers are a huge issue, and if you want to be part of that issue, then you can grab a sniper rifle. And what I like to use is the L96, I think it's called. Any bolt action gun is amazing. Put a 12 times zoom on that, and a damn it, I can't think today. But bipod, and you should be very good. You get up on a high place that's still covered. What I like to do is I like to wedge myself in between rocks and hills, looking over the map or an objective, and then people will just run by and you just shoot them. But when you shoot, make sure you go back into cover, so then when people, if there's a group of people and you shoot one guy, they'll try to look in the direction that they think the guy was shot. So if you're behind cover when they look, then they won't head towards you and shoot you right away. The perfect secondary for sniper is any 3-round burst weapon, because you're able to spray that, and most of the time it will hit the person. So, but there is an ideal spot for sniping on every single map, defender or attacker. You just got to look around a little bit. I think in Wake Island it is, for the defenders, it's way in the back. It's that huge mountain in the back behind the hill, or not the hill, the bridge that the tanks go over, and you just pick people off, and it's really covered, and people usually can't see you. That's where I usually get shot from, and I try to make my way back there as much as possible, because I know if I take out enough snipers, then it'll really help my team, because each sniper is worth like 5 of your guys, and if you're the attackers, then you can't really spare 5 guys being idiots, running out in the open, being shot by snipers. So you want to dispatch those snipers as fast as you can, because they are a huge issue. Now, engineer class. I played as an engineer whole time during Bad Company 2 before I got into sniping, and then later the assault class, or the medic class in that game. Basically, this is basically assault class built to take out vehicles. So these are the guys you want with you if a tank rolls up and they just whip out their javelin or their schmaw and just blow the hell out of the tank. Now, you should have at least one of these guys in your squad if you're in a squad, because they will really help you. If your squad's in a jam and a tank shooting at you and you can't move, these guys will come, and if they're good enough, they'll be sneaky about it and shoot at the tank, and the tank will move a little bit, then they shoot at it again, and they'll disable it, then they shoot it one more time, and it's gone. After it's disabled, though, usually the people hop out and run away, and that's your chance to shoot them. And they're extremely vulnerable when they hop out. I don't know why they do that, because it gives that enemy team an extra tank, and it gets you killed. So don't hop out, even though all hope seems lost. If you got an engineer, he'll also fix the tanks. So if you get an engineer as a gunner or a driver, have him hop out, and you go on the gun, or if you're already on the gun, stay on the gun, and you can watch him as he's fixing the tank, and then he'll hop back in, and you guys are fine again. The guns for the engineer are basically almost the same as assault, but they're a little bit smaller and less powerful. What I like to use with the engineer is the UMP, and then I'll put a ACOG on there and a silencer, and it works really well, because as long as you get the silencer on there, you can move around the sides, and you can shoot people that are standing around the tank, and then you can blow up the tank, and the tank won't know where you came from. Won't know where you came from after you shoot them, though. So stay in cover after you shoot the tank. So basically, pull out your schmaw, shoot the tank, go to cover, he'll look around for you, can't find you, go out again, shoot him, he'll know where you are, he'll shoot at you, and then while he's reloading his cannon, shoot him again, and then he's gone. Or if the guys hop out, shoot him, and hopefully one of your snipers will help pick him off too. Basically, what you want to do is, if you are in a squad with guys, is you really want to talk to them. Me, it doesn't really matter to me if I talk to them or not, but some people are not as good as other people. So you really want to talk to your squad and find out where the people are, because this is not Call of Duty. It's not small maps and you can tell where everybody is because you have whatever advanced UAV up in the air. It's you and your guys, and some of the maps are not really team assault maps. Like I know Strike at Karkan in the new expansion is really like squad-based combat, because you're very separated in that map. It's not charged like Wake Island. It's more get in there, find some cover, shoot the guys from a building, because that's just how it works. You're in a city, it's urban combat, it's very close quarters, so you're going to want to use an engineer, I'd say, for that map, because there are tanks that are going to roll down, and you got nowhere to go. If a tank rolls down the alley, you have nowhere to go. That's why you should have your team there, because they're able to mark the guys. You'll find out where they are. If you mark them with the back button on your Xbox controller, or the select button on your PlayStation controller, and it's basically like a UAV on them for, I don't know, a minute, and your guys will call them out, and you'll be able to see them, so you'll know, avoid this area because there's a tank there, and I don't have enough ammo to take out the tank. Or, I don't want to go towards the tank because I'm not an engineer. So, basically, work with your team a lot. If your team is all assault, it's not really going to work out. So, you're going to want to make sure you got a little variety in your squad. Like, I don't know, I'm going to say at least one sniper to call out all the guys, at least one engineer to take care of the tanks and other vehicles, because usually, depending on the map, there's usually tanks, always tanks, troop transports, which are a real pain in the ass, and then helicopters and jets. The jets can be taken out very easily with stingers. You just got to catch them right after they use the flares. So shoot, and then they'll use the flares and then shoot again, and then you should be able to take them down very easily. And helicopters, basically the same thing. So, one sniper, one engineer guy, and depending on the jam you're in, sometimes it's good to have a support guy, because if you're all pinned down and then you're running on ammo shooting guys, then it's really good to have a support guy there, because he can throw out ammo and you just go get ammo. And assault guys are really good because they can revive your teammates, but that depends if you're playing the defensive role in Rush or what you're doing. They're always great to have in Conquest, but if you're playing the defensive role in Rush, there's no reason to have them other than to be main foot soldiers, because you have unlimited lives. But the support, I'd always have a support guy in there, because you can hold down areas in Rush. If you're attacking, always great to have him, because he'll keep the defenders down. If you're defending, he'll keep the attackers down. So, hope you like this video. Stay tuned for the next part about vehicles. I'll talk about jets, tanks, everything.